Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of the W.W.Z.P podcast. Welcome to another week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in yet again another week. We are currently on episode 6. Y'all, we are 6 episodes in, and I am so grateful for that. Just like I always say, and y'all gonna continue to hear it. I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for always tuning in. Well, the ones that I thought were tuning in, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your love, your support, to the ones that follow us on our social medias and listens to our clips and shares and reposts and likes and comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen, I got a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick, a real bone at that. So, our numbers are dropping, and I don't know why. I went on Podbean, and for those of you that don't know what Podbean is, that is a platform that is made for podcasters, so that way they can get their podcast show on those major platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, so on and so forth. So we currently, according to what I see, we have 48 downloads. But whenever I click on it and I look at our analytics, and if you don't know what analytics are, that's where you can see how many people you reach and, things of that nature. And they have the same thing for the social media. But I checked our analytics on Podbean, and y'all, we are down to only 3 downloads. Tell me how that is possible. How is that possible? How do we go from 48 downloads to 3? That is so discouraging. But all is well. Amen. All is well. But y'all, we had downloads from Germany. We had downloads from Japan. And that's probably why they went down. Them Japan downloads. Huh? Huh? You hear what I say? Anyway, from Japan, Germany, Iowa, California, we had like literally nationwide downloads. And the other day, actually this past week, I was going through our social medias and the Podbean platform to just look at our analytics and see how we're doing numbers wise. And y'all, our numbers are dropping. They're dropping on our social media. They're dropping on Podbean, and I have no clue of why. So I think what I'm going to do is whenever I get off of this recording, I think I'm going to send a nice little email to Podbean, and I'm going to send a nice email to whoever's over TikTok. That's the social. And speaking of TikTok, y'all, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. I don't know what is going on with these community guidelines, quote unquote, community guidelines. And y'all can't see my hands because I'm going camera off this week. But quote unquote community guidelines. But we are barely getting any views on our content for TikTok, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I went through and I looked at the analytics on our TikTok the other day, and we have lost over 4,000 profile views. Over four. I'm sorry, not profile views, but profile reaches. I'm guessing that's where like that lets you know how many people has like seen your profile overall or something like that. I'm still in that learning phase. I'm still learning how to do this thing. But yeah, guys, our numbers are dropping. Yes, I am a little discouraged about it. Yes, I am a little upset because I'm trying to understand how can I grow the platform if our numbers are dropping. How can I grow a platform if it's not reaching the people that it needs to reach? So that right there in itself is a little discouraging, but all is well. We're gonna continue to do this thing. We're gonna continue grinding it out. We're gonna continue making videos. I made our first get ready with me video the other day. Of course, that didn't get many views, but I think it went pretty good. And if you have not seen it, you are missing out, especially that ending part. And the way that I set it up, and it like literally out the whole concept of the video came to me as I was recording. And the way that I set it up, I made it to where it looked like I threw my hat at myself. And the way that I set it up, I set the timer on my phone. I had my phone sitting up on my tripod. I set it for how long the video needed to go. And the way I set it up was after I showed off my outfit that I was wearing that day, and I kind of like ran my fingers through my hair to make it look like I was surprised at how my head looked. And so I picked up my hat, opened my door, and I threw my hat. And the way that I edited the video, it literally looked like I threw my hat from my office and it fell into my arms while I was in the bathroom. And if you all seen it, then I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But if you have not seen it, make sure you go and watch it. If you have not already, go and follow us on our TikTok, guys. Follow us on our Instagram. We have some good content coming. Um, I post videos, throughout the week. Just little funny, good videos, and then I post clips from podcast episodes as well. So we have different genres of content coming out weekly. We have comedy content. I do little dances here and there, because if y'all didn't know, a brother do have rhythm. Come on, amen. But I do those kind of videos. I put out podcast clips. Um, I'm getting ready to start doing more Get Ready With Me videos. I'm going to start doing more reviews for those of you that seen that. We did a food review a couple weeks ago. That went pretty good. So, just trying to try out different things, because what I want to do, and I know you guys heard me talk about this a couple episodes ago, excuse me, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers so that way I can finish up signing up for TikTok Shop, because the last thing, everything else is checked off, and I guess it's called an application or something. But the last box that has to be checked off is that I gotta have 1,000 followers. So I'm just trying to continue grinding it out, continue brainstorming, trying to make different videos so that way eventually I can get those 1,000 followers, and so that way I can start doing things for TikTok Shop, because that's what my main goal is. My main goal is to be able to start doing stuff for TikTok Shop. So I need for you guys to go and follow us on TikTok, and I'll give you guys that information at the end of the episode. Hey, just give me 1 second, just one. Why ain't you following us on our social medias? Why haven't you downloaded the podcast? Why? And I need to know. Huh? Huh? Exactly. There's no excuse. So this is what I need from you guys. I need for you to go right now. Before we get back to this show, I need for you to go to Instagram, and I need you to go to TikTok. In the search bar, I need for you to type in A.P.Inc media _. It'll pop right on up there. Just hit the follow button. And then I need for you to slide right on over. It's right there across the street from it. It's right there on Podcast Avenue. You'll see it as soon as you turn left from Social Media Street. Turn left and you'll see it. Podcast Avenue. Big old sign. the W.W.Z.P podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. And you can also slide in on YouTube as well if you want to watch it visually. But I need for you guys to go to those platforms, wherever you would like to tune in, and go and hit that follow button and also download. Alright, love you guys. Let's get back to the show. Deuces. So, I don't know if you all remember, but last week, I discussed with you guys the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view that we had, and it was actually this past Saturday. And guys, it was so good. It was so good. Um, like I told y'all, I told y'all what was gonna happen. Jacob Fatu, he was gonna come in and he was gonna do his thing. He did exactly that. Um, and I thought, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because my boy, main event, Jey Uso won the men's Royal Rumble match. And see, usually that match is usually the first match of the show. But this year they had that match as the main event. But that match went really well, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I just knew they was fixing to give that win to John Cena, but thankfully they didn't at first, and like I told y'all last week, at first, I was rooting for John Cena to win because I wanted to see him get that 17th world title before he retired. But as I started thinking about it, I was like, ugh, I just don't know. Other people deserve it. We have rookies coming in that are really, really good in the ring, on the mic, and I think they deserve it. But my dude, Jey Uso won, and I'm so grateful. I'm ready to see him headline WrestleMania, and I pray that he beats Gunther. Um, he and Jey Uso did a promo on Monday Night Raw this past Monday night, and that promo was so good. You could tell that Jey Uso, he was in acting mode because he was working really, really hard, trying to talk and trying to work up tears. But he's a really good actor. Um, but he did a promo, and that really gave me confidence in him that we could possibly see the next World Heavyweight Champion come April at WrestleMania. And I know that we have the Elimination Chamber coming up March 1st. John Cena is wild to me because Paul Levesque, Triple H, he's now I'm guessing the content creator or whatever you want to call it for the WWE now that Vince McMahon is no longer there. Um, he said at the pre-show after the Royal Rumble last Saturday, he said that John Cena pulled him to the side before the pre-show, excuse me, and said that he wanted to be a part of Elimination Chamber March 1st. And I don't agree with this. I feel like everybody should have to work for their position, but it is what it is. They're gonna do what they want to do. But Triple H said that yes, he makes the decisions, but John Cena, with his history and all the hard work that he's put in, and yes, let me go ahead and give credit where credit is due. John Cena debuted in 2002, and he did work hard for the time that he was really there on a consistent basis. John Cena really put in work. He really grinded hard. So back then, I would say yes, give him his shot at the Elimination Chamber, give him his match at WrestleMania in April, but I'm just not feeling it now because, like I told y'all last week, he has not won a match since 2018. Um, but Triple H gave him that spot in the Elimination Chamber, and John Cena literally said, "I'm gonna go film a movie." Allegedly, this is what he said. He said, "I'm gonna go film a movie while all of y'all continue to scandalize my name and continue dragging me in the dirt, and then come March, I'm gonna come and whoop all of you." That's that's from his mouth. It's not verbatim. It's not word for word exactly what he said, because I don't have the exact like his words right here in front of me. So that's why I said allegedly. So that way y'all don't sue me because I do not need to be sued. Lord knows I don't. But it's like one part of me would like to see him win that 17th world title, but then another part of me does not want to see it because I don't feel like John Cena has worked hard enough. I don't feel like he has worked hard enough for that title shot. But hopefully, he will really come to Elimination Chamber on March 1st and he will show up and show out and really prove himself. So I'm ready to see how it goes. I'm ready to see how everything transpires. I'm ready to see, um, just how the storyline goes. And I'm thinking because I'm pretty sure Jey Uso is going to get another crack at Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I believe they fought maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 times already. And Jey Uso hadn't won yet due to interferences by other people. And, you know, but I feel like this go around, Jay is ready. I feel like he has worked hard throughout these few months that he's went as a singles competitor, and I feel like it is now his time. It is his moment. He is the Royal Rumble winner, and I feel like if he really, honestly, truly chooses Gunther, I feel like he is going to go to WrestleMania. He's going to main event, and he's going to take that title, and I cannot wait to see it. I'm ready to see Jey Uso finally get his title. And I know that he won the IC title, the Intercontinental Championship, about a month or two ago. But in my eyes, he didn't hold it long enough because he won this title and then he got ambushed by the new bloodline and they cost him the IC title, and he had only had it for maybe 28 days. I think is what I read, that he had only had it for 28 days. So I feel like if he goes to WrestleMania and he wins this title and he beats Gunther, I feel like they need to let him keep it for a while. So y'all know we have the podcast, we have um, AP Inc. Media, which, if you guys don't know what that is our TikTok name, that is our Instagram name. And at first, it was W.W.Z.P podcast, and we were just posting podcast content on there. But then I spoke with my best friend, my brother. He gave me some really, really good advice, and I decided to change the name to AP Inc. Media, which is Amir Productions Incorporated Media. And that is where we post not just podcast content, but we post podcast content, comedy content. I'm starting to do Get Ready With Me videos. I'm starting to do reviews. So, we have different, I like to call it different genres of content. You guys may call it something different, but I call it different genres of content. And I just seeing how our numbers, and like I told you guys before earlier in this episode, the way our numbers are dropping, like it's just, I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. Like yesterday, I was literally at the point to where I was getting ready to just delete TikTok. And I know that if I delete it, I'll never be able to get it back because they have not made it available once again yet on the App Store. But I was literally to that point. But I said, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna, after listening to my mama, she told me to create another TikTok because TikTok has flagged my videos so much. I don't know why. They never give a reason of why. They just say that I'm going against their community guidelines, which is false information. TikTok, Zingzu, Lilu, whoever it is, that's over TikTok, that's over the incorporation, that's over the community guidelines, that's over the banning and blocking and this, that, and the third. To whoever it is, that's false information. I don't never post any kind of content that goes against the community guidelines of TikTok. I never do. And it seems like literally every time I post, y'all, if not every time, every other time I post, my video was getting flagged for something. And I think that is why I'm no longer getting views like I was. Because y'all, before I was literally getting views within like 10 minutes. 10 minutes after I post, I was up to about 300, about 345 to 400 views within 10 minutes. And sometimes less than that. Sometimes it's like maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes. Like I was just the views were coming as I was posting. And then I posted one video, and y'all may not agree with this. I don't think my mama agrees with it either. But this is just how I feel. I posted a video, and you guys that follow us on our AP Media TikTok page, I'm sure you guys have seen this video. But I posted a video, um, and in the video, I was using a shoe as a tambourine. And if y'all know me personally, and y'all know how much I love church, y'all know I'll turn anything into a tambourine in a minute. I love me a good tambourine. But I used my shoe as a tambourine. And at first, and I'm gonna tell y'all how it happened. I'm gonna tell you the whole story how it went down. I went through. I was scrolling through TikTok and I found this specific sound. And whenever I heard the sound, I literally seen myself playing a tambourine. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna do this video. I said, but I'm not gonna use a tambourine because I don't have one. I used to have one, but I don't have one anymore. That's besides the point. But I just want to tell y'all that. Anyway, so I sat my phone up on my dresser, and I was gonna use a skillet, like a cooking skillet, and it was real weighty. It was too heavy, and so I looked up. So I was looking down at the skillet, and then I looked up, and I seen my shoe. Y'all get ready to crack up whenever y'all hear me tell y'all this. I seen my shoe, and when I tell y'all, just as sure as my name is Zaylen, I looked over at that shoe, and I literally seen myself playing like I was playing a tambourine with that shoe. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try this. I laid that Ooh, I laid that pan down, and I picked that shoe up. I hit record. I started playing my shoe like it was a tambourine. Y'all, who would have thought that video of me playing my shoe tambourine, and yes, I said shoe tambourine, or in this case, shoeberine. We'll say that, shoeberine. We just made a new word. So whoever's over the dictionary, put that word in the dictionary. Shoeberine. Anyway, who would have thought that video would have got so many views? I made that video, and we are literally, if not, we are close to 60,000 views. Last time I checked, we were at 50.9K. So only a few more views, and I'll have 60,000 views on that video. Excuse me, on TikTok. And that's weird to me. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I made another video a while back called something about asking Unc for advice. I did that video with Uncle Leroy Smooth. I did it with him, with Uncle Leroy. And that video got over 900 views. And whenever I posted it, I said, you know what, this video ain't funny. It ain't gonna get no kind of views. Y'all, that video got over 900 views. I said, boy, I tell you, the things that you think ain't worth nothing and be the main thing. And sure enough, this is sure as grits is grocery. That video got over 900 views. And I never thought that it would, because I didn't think it was going to be good. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was good. I did not think that was a good video. And it blew up. Just like that video I know with my shoe on TikTok. getting ready to hit 60,000 views, y'all. I Who would have thought me using a shoe would get me so many views? But it did, and I'm grateful for it. I'm glad that it's reaching. And I think this is just me. This is my opinion. I feel like that video has overshadowed all my other content because every time I post something, it's always that specific video that's steadily getting views, steadily getting likes and comments and reposts. So I'm like, is this video overshadowing my other videos? So I was at one point I was getting ready to delete that video, but then Mom was like, why would you do that? And I was like, you're right. So I didn't delete it, but y'all, I got to do something. I just how can please somebody anybody please tell me, how can I grow a platform if I'm not getting views on content? It's not possible. And I know y'all probably saying, why are you thinking about the numbers? Da. Listen, hush. It's for me. It's not about the numbers, but I do. It's like I focus on the numbers, but then again, I don't focus on the numbers. And the reason why I do, and this is a valid reason, this is a good reason. The reason why I focus on the numbers is because the numbers lets me know that my videos and that my profile is reaching people. You know? So that's the only reason why I focus on the numbers. And I need for the platform to grow. And I know I'm not going to grow weary in well doing. I'm going to continue to push. I'm going to continue to grind. I'm going to continue to keep this platform, this ministry covered in prayer. I'm going to continue to do it because I know in due season, the Lord is going to work this thing out and we are going to grow beyond measure, beyond, we're going to grow, So it's all in God's timing, and I got to continue to remember that it's all in God's timing. It may not be what I wanted, but it'll be just in time. Guys, I have some good news for y'all. So, if you all seen the our very first review video we did on TikTok, it was on rice cakes, and I talked about this last week. I think I'm pretty sure I did. I talked about this last week, but y'all, I stepped on the scale this past Sunday, and I've lost 13 pounds, and it's like I'm proud of myself, but then again, I'm not, and I say that because I have been so discouraged because I've heard so many people say, "Ooh, Zay, you losing weight. You look so good. You just losing weight." I'm like, thank God, because I'm so grateful that thank God that y'all see it because I don't see it. I do not see it, but other people are. So to hear other people tell me that they can tell I'm losing weight, it helps me. It kind of lifts me up. It kind of encourages. I won't say lifts me up. I don't like using that term, but it encourages me. I'll say that. It encourages me and it kind of pushes me to want to do more. Like today, I had a great workout. I got on that treadmill. I knocked out 25 minutes. I didn't want to go too much because I didn't know how my body would feel and how my feet would feel. So I just hit 25 minutes. I'm gonna try my best. My goal is to hit 30 minutes um before the weekend is out. That is my goal. And I usually get up on Saturday mornings, and I usually do that like every other Saturday instead of every Saturday because I just want my body to rest a little bit. Um so And this is the weekend that I get on the treadmill. So this Saturday, my goal is to hit 30 minutes. That is my goal. I done 25 today. I'm gonna do 25 tomorrow. I'm gonna do 25 Friday, and then my goal is to hit 30 minutes Saturday, because I want to make sure. And I started it, and I've been working my way up. I've been making progress. I started doing 10 minutes, then I worked my way up to 15 minutes, then I worked my way up to 20 minutes, and I've been doing 20 minutes for the longest. So I said, okay, today I think I'm gonna push myself. And I did. I pushed myself to 25, and then Saturday I'm gonna push myself to 30. So with this weight loss thing, I've learned that it's just all about making progress. It ain't got to be big steps. It could just be baby steps. But as long as I'm making progress somehow, some way, then we know we're getting somewhere. And I'm grateful that I'm losing weight, because this is what I want. I said that 2025 was going to be my year, and my pastor gave the word that was given to him by the Lord, that this year, I believe he said the word was reset. And that has been my goal for 2025, to reset my way of thinking, to reset my mental health, to reset in my physical health, to reset in my spiritual health. I've been trying to work out. I've been trying to be in my Bible and in prayer more. Just trying to work on myself. Work on becoming better as a podcaster, become better as a content creator. I just want to be a better me than I was last year. We get 300. We get a book every year, 365 pages, and I heard this. This is not word for word, but I heard this on a podcast that I was listening to. It was a commercial, and this lady was talking about this thing that I'm getting ready to say, but she says something along the lines of, every year you get 300 a book with 365 blank pages, and you determine what goes on each page. And like I say, it was something like that. It wasn't word for word. That's not word for word exactly what she said, but that really hit me. I was like, wow. And I've always said that life is like a book. And what I choose to do with this year and this 365 page book that I have, I want this book to be filled with nothing but success, nothing but growth and peace and strength and prosperity and longevity for my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health, my podcast, content creating, becoming, more stronger as a person. That is the goals that I've set for myself, and I've set other goals, but I feel like that's a little personal, so I won't really discuss that. But I want to be a better me. I want to be a better version of me than I was last year. You know, and that's my goal, to be a better Zaylen. Every year is different, and I want to make sure that 2025 is a year that I thrive. I want to dive into 2025 head first in nothing but, like I said, growth, prosperity, success, longevity, just all the things, all the positive things. And I pray that that is the same way that you guys feel, because I'd say that I've been doing good. I have my little moments. I have my little moments, but I know how to get myself back. I know how to pray and get myself back together. I know how to get myself back on track. So I encourage you guys. Let's make this year different than last year. And I know we're in February. We're already um a month. We're already a whole month in. But yeah, man, let's work on being a better version of us, and learning how to navigate this year different than what we did last year. And let's just be a better version of us. The best version of us is the healthy version of us. It's the positive version of us. And that's what I want to be this year. The best version of me that I can be for myself, for my family, for my church family, and every person that the Lord places in my path. Hey, just give me 1 second. Just one. Just one. Why ain't you following us on our social medias? Why haven't you downloaded the podcast? Why? And I need to know. Huh? Huh? Exactly, there's no excuse. So this is what I need from you guys. I need for you to go right now. Before we get back to this show, I need for you to go to Instagram and I need you to go to TikTok. In the search bar, I need for you to type in a.p.inc media _ It'll pop right on up there. Just hit the follow button. And then I need for you to slide right on over. It's right there across the street from it. It's right there on Podcast Avenue. You'll see it as soon as you turn left from Social Media Street. Turn left and you'll see it. Podcast Avenue. Big old sign. The W.W.Z.P podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. And you can also slide it on YouTube as well if you want to watch it visually. But I need for you guys to go to those platforms, wherever you would like to tune in, and go and hit that follow button and also download. Alright, love you guys. Let's get back to the show. Deuces. Alright, guys. We have reached the end of this week's episode. And I ain't gonna lie. I am very, very, very proud of this episode. I feel like it has been phenomenal. You know how much I love you guys. I tell you all the time. Thank you to all my supporters. And first and foremost, thank you to my Heavenly Father, my fourth man in the fire, my Prince of Peace, my Emmanuel, my healer, my deliverer, my restorer, my Savior, for all that He has done, all that He's getting ready to do, and for how He's going to do it. And most importantly, I'm going to say this one thing, and then we're going to go to our word of the day, and we're going to get you guys out of here. Like I told you all in the third episode, I've learned to not just, and I'm going to repeat this, I said I've learned to not just thank God for what He has done, but I've also learned to thank Him for not doing the things that I asked of Him because of something in that He's seen that I didn't see, that could lead down a road of destruction, could lead down a road of regret. So I've learned to thank Him for doing and for not doing as well. And on that note, our word of the day is coming from Romans 8:18. And it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." I'm going to say that one more time. Romans 8, chapter 8, verse 18. "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And on that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in yet again another week. We are 6 episodes in. I pray that you guys continue to rock with me through this journey. I pray that this journey continues to grow more, continues to prosper. I pray that you guys have a great weekend. Continue to stay blessed. Remember to go and download, rate, and review wherever you get your pods, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music. Remember to go and follow us on our socials, on our Instagram, and on our TikTok, APINC media _ I'm going to say that again. APINC media MEDIA _ Continue to follow us and also go and subscribe to us on our YouTube as well. Our YouTube channel is Word with Zay Podcast. That is where we post episodes for the ones that enjoys watching it on TV. I know this week we are camera off, but you can still go and listen. And I'm going to also start posting our TikTok content on YouTube as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And on that note, stay blessed, stay tuned, because another episode of the W.W.Z.P podcast is coming soon. So I hope you are ready. And that is our W.W.Z.P. Peace.